Hi folks, I'm the newstarcadefan here, and welcome back to A Wondrous Daydream. In the last episode, we woke up to this very surprise of our grandmother Umeko being, well, young again. And she's still one and the very same. I never could tell if meeting my ooh, excuse me. I could never tell if meeting my with Yukinari was a chance encounter or ordained by fate. So maybe that's why the spirits have come to me. They don't want me to underestimate their powers. Do you really believe in spirits? I don't think I have much of a choice now, when there's no rational explanation for a series of events. You have to start examining the irrational ones, no matter how unlikely they may be. Truth. I mean, it's not every day that your 80 something grandma becomes a 20 something or even a teenage something young woman. You sound like a detective. I do have a fondness for mystery novels. I managed to work my way through a lot of Edgar Allan Poe stories in the past few years. There are still a lot more stories out there that I want to read, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to find the time. But you're so young now. Your whole life is ahead of you. I'm sure it's just a temporary thing. Like Cinderella, her fairy mother could only enchant her clothes and her carriage for only a few hours. Yeah, that is very true. I mean, think about it. She's not gonna be like this forever. And I think this is something that's making you have to decide what he wants to do next. There's nothing to prove this magic. If that's what it is, we're off when the clock strikes 12. But my grandmother's words make sense. If people commonly shed their ages overnight, emerging young and beautiful and unblemished, it would fast become a media sensation. Yeah, that's how the news rolls sometimes. There would be cases up and down the nation of women like my grandmother who managed to miraculously turn back time, but there aren't. I never heard of anything like this before in my life. Could that be because the enchantments never last very long? The closest you can get to a permanent anti-aging in today's society is buying expensive creams and lotions or having surgery, but not even those are foolproof solutions. Everything is limited. Yeah, that's very true. The moment people are born, their ultimate fates are mapped out for them. No matter what twists and turns their paths might take, we all end up in the same place at the end. Science can't stop the march of time, and neither can spirits. Our ends are inevitable, but when you when the spell wears away, what will you do? Won't you miss me yet? That's a very important question. Perhaps. But there's no use in being upset in things we can't change. That's very true. There are things outside of our control that we just cannot change. Even if I had the choice, I wouldn't want to permanently lose 60 years from my old life. I miss Yukinari enough as it is, without waiting another 70 years to join them. Oh, okay. Well, if you guys have read the comics Shikana Forever Man or played the games for the Genesis and Game Gear, you'll understand. Ah, I see. Sorry if I was being tactless. You don't need to apologize there. I'm just giving my opinion. This is beyond my control. It wouldn't do to worry too much. Though I must admit, it was rather nice to wake up this morning without any lower back pains. How do you feel? Wonderful. Like a whole new woman. Is there anything you want to do? There's a lot of things I want to do, dear. I want to read all of the books with my brand new eyes. I want to go over long walks in the countryside without getting tired. And I want men to fuss over me like they did when I was still a pretty young thing. Well, Yeah, Umeko was young once, and she's young twice, but I get her feelings. You, there are adults like me who wish we were kids again, but then we stop and think about it, and like, why would we want to be a kid these days? It's not, well, it being a kid these days is just fucking awful. But more than anything, I want to see him again. Ooh, it may not be possible, but I would like to visit my husband again. The spirits have already blessed me once, though it might be selfish to ask for more. They could do it again, just once, I wish. Then I'll never ask for anything else for as long as I'm still alive. Oh, excuse me. Hey you, haven't seen you in a while. Hi Mr. Nakamura. I bow my head politely at the cheerful, perhaps overly cheerful bus driver who's addressing me. Well, this is a very small village. I wouldn't say I'm well acquainted with Mr. Nakamura, but I know him in passing. He's the sole driver of the number 12 bus that travels between my town and my grandmother's village. He's also the father of one of Otoko's friends. A girl with blonde hair, dyed, and deadly fingernails called Amiri. Oh wow. Amiri certainly doesn't take after her father. She's trim and slender, a member of the school athletics team, while her father has a portly belly, round cheeks that look perpetually flushed. Not that I blame him, really. It's incredibly cold outside. I hope you weren't waiting at the bus stop for too long, my boy. You can catch your death of cold. That's another thing about Mr. Nakamura. Though we hardly know each other, he always calls me you, my boy. Well, that's how the old folks roll. I'm not his boy, of course. We might live in the same town, but we're not related. Contrary to what some people in Tokyo think, us folks from the countryside aren't all inbred. Yeah, that's 100% true. It's that stereotype that kills. Even if we do sing things like folks. I'm alright. Have Mr. Nakamura a small smile, hoping to placate his forceful friendliness. I mean, whatever doesn't kill you. Haha, well, I guess waiting in the cold is character building. I bet you didn't miss this. Oof. I bet you didn't miss this weather in being in Tokyo, though. I forgot how cold it can get, actually. You best make sure to wrap up warm. Good advice. I will. Still, it's not so bad here. Being out in the countryside will help toughen you up. You might be able to learn street smarts in the big city, but if you want to hack it out here, it's basic survival instincts you need. Which is true. I guess so. Who's this? Mr. Nakamura peers at my grandmother curiously. Well, we're now in a pickle. A friend of yours? Well, how could I possibly explain the situation? Say yes, you. That's all you have to do. Say yes, and it's all over. Don't worry, Mr. Nakamura. That's just my grandmother, Umeko. Yes, I know she looks a little bit different. I was surprised too. But this young teenage girl really is her, I swear. He laughed in my face. Either that or he drive me away to the nearest sanitarium. And again, maybe not, given the nearest sanitarium it's 3 hours away. Fortunately, it's my grandmother who takes the initiative. She steps out from behind my back, a small smile playing about her lips, and she says, "It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm one of you's friends from Tokyo. He invited me here so I could look around his hometown." Nice save. A friend of yours from Tokyo, is it? That's right, sir. We just got back from visiting you's grandmother. It's really lovely out here. Wow. Umeko is fast on her feet when she needs to be. You saw Umeko, didn't you? I suppose that explains why you're out here in the middle of nowhere. Well, I must say I'm surprised. And why is that, sir? I didn't think you city folk would be interested in a tiny village like this. I bet you must have been bored out of your mind. On the contrary, I'm enjoying myself a lot. It's so beautiful around these parts, especially with all the snow. Huh, well, you've got a good head on your shoulders after all. Thank you, I appreciate your compliments. Huh, that was a nice save, Umeko. Hey, you. Mr. Nakamura beckons me close with one thick, round finger and leaning obligingly, feeling distinctly foolish. That girl of yours is a real keeper. Oh no, she don't need to deny it. No man brings a pretty girl to the back from his hometown because they're friends. Yeah, there's one thing you gotta remember. The old folks have been around the block quite a few times, and they know everything. Well, almost everything. And this is gonna where things get awkward. You shouldn't underestimate old Nakamura Hirofumi. I can see there's more to the story that meets the eye. I looked down at my face flushing. You're not exactly wrong, but she's a sensible girl. She has a nice face. I'm proud of you, son. Thank you. I'm not sure why I'm thanking him, but I don't know what else to say. I glanced at my grandmother from the corners of my eyes. And here's where I'm going to end it off. In the next episode, things are really going to pick up. If you like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and to share because it helps the channel out a lot. Anyway, I'm the new Starcade fan here saying thanks for watching. Have a good day or night wherever you are, and bye for now.